Here we go again. Gonna try and get a little bit more focus done. It's about 8:46. Got maybe an hour. I had to install Discord. Yeah. Wait, what? I say I jump. Hey, by the way, see, I'm good at jumping. I'm just all over the place right now. Um, so I've been playing Marvel Snap, and they just did this huge update where they let you get all these rewards for upgrading a particular card with a bunch of variants and upgrading it a bunch of times. But they only let you customize one of them. So you have like, you collect all these variants to get to this high level, and they give you all these things that you can put on the custom card, but you get one. So you can only customize one card. It's kind of dumb. So I was going to go on their Discord and complain. Oops. I don't know. It's like I complain a lot. In fact, to be honest, I'm one of those guys that tends to say, "I'm leaving. I'm quitting this game. I'm not playing it ever again." And then guess what I do? I keep playing it. I don't actually stop. It's like my threats are hollow, man. I'm not. Now, I don't know. I probably should learn to be, not make threats I'm not planning to keep. But I actually have stopped playing it a lot because of a lot of the things that have ultimately kind of started getting on my nerves that they keep doing. But it hasn't gotten rid of me completely, so I'm I don't know. I just I like the game enough. I just wish that they were. Are you even allowed to Are you even allowed to comment on this? Nope, guess not. Um, I think all the custom updates for a variant for a character you like are great, but kind of worthless beyond the first couple, since we can only customize one card. We could have two, three, or more. Favorite variants, but less. Only one that is gets to take advantage of any of the perks. Anyway, alright, so I complained. Anyway, had to get it out of my system. So what I've been trying to do today was get my I was trying to get the simulator code moved over to my back end so that I can actually start using it in other apps, like if I start doing the Android app or whatever. I mean, whatever the UI is that's calling it, I want it to come from the back end, not from the front end. Right now, front end wouldn't be so bad if Discord was, or if React was my only form. But since it's going to be an Android app, but that's where all of the extra cool features are going to reside, simply because they can't exist on the front end or on the React app, I don't think. mostly. I need to get a lot of that functionality to the back end. So I started working on it, kind of ironing it out, figuring out the strategy, how am I going to go through and make these calls, and I started implementing. Then I realized I can't even test or do anything with any of my stuff until I've got at least a basic game plan and some basic plays in my system. Oh, cow. It's getting late here. Almost 9 o'clock. So I have to let's click on my playbook here. Let's see how much of this is loading. Oops, it's not loading. Well, I probably should go get my formations list fixed. Let's go to the place. Axios there, request failed. Yeah, that's probably reasonable to expect, because I don't know that I ever got that working, to be honest. I was working on getting it working, and then I switched over to doing other stuff. Because I didn't have all of my I think that's the coach one, which isn't up. I mean, there's so many pieces now I've been starting to implement, and now game plan, coach. Game plan's actually supposed to be up. Playbook is also sort of up. Simulator is starting to be. So I'm starting to pull all these things into functional state while giving them code that will eventually be functional state. But as you can see, I haven't quite gotten there yet. Where did I put the formations? Do I put formations in players? Must be in the playbook. I don't know where I put it. Must be in the services. Yep, get formations. Okay, so let's go to the parent. One of the nice things about having these all in one app is I can actually inquire of Copilot to take a look at both of my front and my back end at the same time. So if I go look at here, we got to go look at the playbook. Playbook data. Okay. App. Data. Playbook data is getting in there. Well, first of all, am I all running? Oh, you know what? Looks like wait, am I running? Let's go make sure everything is up and running. I can't be complaining about things not working if I don't actually have my system up here. Okay, I think we're okay. So I'm guessing I'm not in sync. I've got stuff calling back. I've got data on both sides, but I think what's happening is they're not in sync. They're not doing the same. They're not returning the stuff that each other is expecting. Man, how long does it take to build this index? I've been doing it since forever. Alright, so what am I in? I am in the services.go of the playbook. Do I even have a playbook.go? Is it making things up? I don't even have a playbook.go. Are you even looking at workspace? I don't have a playbook.go. I have a service.go in the playbook service. It's possible at some point. I probably... Hey, Adisky. 7 in the morning. Are you just getting up or are you still awake? Tell me you're not still awake. You're getting up, getting ready to go take your test or something. Oh, okay, good. I'll be going to bed in an hour, but... You just got up. I'll be hitting the hay. Tomorrow is the test. Oh, you're all studied up though, right? You've got it down. Ready to ace it and then go step out into the world as a master calculus expert. Let's see what we got here. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I've never once used any of the stuff I learned in calculus. Well, I don't know. Maybe I've used some in programming. You know, there's a lot of numbers in programming, so maybe I've done something that would be considered calculus. I don't know. I know algebra algebra, I do a lot of algebra. There's tons of algebra in programming. Lots of x equals y equals this, that, and the other thing. But I don't know about calculus. Where am I? Oh, I'm in game plan. What the heck, man? Go to the right place, Ken. There's the one I need to be on. All right. Playbook store ID. Playbook. Okay, so we create playbooks. Okay, so we got to create formations, get formations. All right. And we got service struct and new service. And I love the way Copilot just says, "Hey, check and make sure it looks like this." I was like, ah, this is annoying. Because then I miss stuff, you know. It's like, oh, I don't have exactly that because there's some word it changed. Wait, what? Where'd it go? Alright, so we got that. Error. So the only thing it did, create, get playbook. What did it do different? Just added validate play, which I'm not sure was even part of my question. What? All right. Algebra. I loved algebra. When I was in school, algebra was like that was the class. I aced algebra. It was awesome. Well, you know, up until geometry, you know, algebra. I pretty much got perfect grades in math until I hit geometry. And geometry was stupid. I think geometry is, well, it's not that the things you learn aren't useful. It's just that the way you do formulas in geometry are stupid. They're like 15 lines of proof or words that are the same in every answer. Only thing that's different is the one line in the middle. I'm like, and I was like, why? Why don't we just answer the one line in the middle? Why do we need all the other crap? Every time your formula, your proof, whatever it is, that this is important. That same thing on all of them. And I was like, this is the stupidest. If you mess up one of those like standard statements that were the same across the board, you get the answer wrong. And I'm like, it was a typo. I mean, how can you not get those right? It's like, come on. It's like, I don't get it. It's like you don't go 1 plus 1 is, well, if the number was greater than 3 or less than 5, and then when you implement this extra 7 and then subtract another 9, you end up with 2. No, that's not how math works. You just say 2. I don't know. That's why I thought and it was also the first class in math. Yeah, it was stupid. And it was geometry was the first class in math that I did not get an A in, and I was just ticked. Well, no, that's not true. I think I got it. I got an A. It was the first class in math that I got a test where I didn't get an A in it. And I was really ticked off because I was doing perfect, and I said, this stupid geometry is dumb. I was on a roll. Yeah, it's all right. I kind of went downhill after that. I started, between trigonometry and calculus and I don't know whatever else I was doing. Eventually, I started getting more B's and stuff. But that was the first class that I got. I got a grade that wasn't an A. It got me mad. I was a bad sport about it. I don't know why. I mean, I know it's validate play, which may be important, but has nothing to do with file and playbook based on your workspace structure and the provided context. Seems like the service.go file and playbook service should handle the logic for managing playbooks, including fetching formations. I don't know where this validate play is coming from though. Where is that? I don't even have it. I don't even have that. Where is he getting this? Validate play. I don't even. Why would I ever validate a? Oh, it's at the top. But it. I don't even know. Oh, because I. Oh, it's the requirements of the play. It's validating. Oh, okay. It includes methods for retrieving information. Make sure the playbook store interface and service structure correctly implementing your playbook service. If you encounter a form for error, ensure the get formations method is correctly implemented and that the corresponding gRPC handler is properly set up to handle the request. Aha, well, is it? At workspace. Check my gRPC handler. It could be that it's not. Let's go look at where is my gRPC? Gateway. Oh, it's gateway. Playbook. Register playbook routes. Create playbook. Oh, yeah, it might not be there. Okay. gRPC. gRPC gateway service. Seems you are right. I don't see a handler for the images. It's like I could, like I said, copy one of these and just probably be pretty simple to write it. But I gotta say, it's just, he's just so much faster typist than me. Register playbook routes. Oh, okay, so API. I think, oh no, not, I was gonna say it needs to handle users. It does not. I forgot. I'm not doing users for that one. Formations are not user centric. So what do you think of my? Oh, you can't see it. you had to leave yesterday before I got before I showed you my scroll or my playbook game plan page in the new look, and it's pretty good right now. It's like I want mostly. I got to move some text over that's on the top. Sorry about what? Having to leave early? That wasn't your fault. No, it's my fault. I kept saying I was going to have it and then I didn't. So, yeah, that would be me. What happens if I try this again? Oh, it's not showing right now because it's not working, but. Oh, there it goes. All right, so there's the game plan. It needs to be darker. I think I need to make the text down here. It's too light. And I might want to squish it a bit. And you can see I still need to move this text over to the right, get it back over on top of the board. Yeah, you saw the login on this scroll, but you can see that it's all starting to work. And now this piece here, I got it highlighting so that I can add information. Got the add and delete. I need to push a little formatting because this thing needs to push over and land on the scroll. These guys need to land on the scroll. Plus, here's the thing. I may try to find a different angle scroll. One that goes vertically. And the reason I say that is because I want... This could get big. This list can grow and grow and grow. So you might vertically be expanding this list to the point where the thing will grow this way. So I'm trying to figure out how or what I can do Like I might take a scroll and put it vertical and have it set to stretch, so that as you add to the scroll stretches. You know, because as you get bigger, and so if you want to see the whole screen, you just stretch the scroll. So that's kind of what I'm visualizing for the for list items like this. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. Other option is I stop it. Like it only goes to here, but then you have a scroll bar, which is an option too. Because you got offense and defense are separate anyway, so you might only have 10 or 12 things. So, I don't know. I mean, scrolling down is kind of a kludge anyway. I mean, people don't like to do a lot of scrolling. Oh yeah, well, it's common. In fact, the Android app will have a lot more graphical cool stuff. React is going to be a little trickier for me. I don't know. React doesn't have as much graphics capability, but I do plan to try to do some stuff. The majority of my effort or work in trying to make the graphics work is going to be trying to make the simulator. Well, you know, like you've seen the simulator I do. It has it has a lot of moving parts. The football moving and the first down markers moving and all that stuff is all going on the React. But I got to figure out some animated some way to do animated audience or a crowd. So I want to get something like that in there. I don't want to be fixed. What game was I playing today that I was testing out that I liked? I was going over that big play football again, and I was critiquing what is it, Front Office Football 9, the newest version of a general manager who I think has won the award for the absolute worst simulation of all the manager games. It has some great, I mean, it has depth beyond anything as far as just the numbers and all the stuff it tracks. But the simulation is gross. I don't even know how else to explain it. It's just terrible. People like it. It's supposed to be one of the more popular GM football games. But the simulation, it puts this tiny little green football field. I don't even know if it's not even a whole football field. It's just like the right side hash marks, you know, the yardage and some little hash marks along the side. And whenever a team has the ball, there's an arrow, and it's just an arrow. It's not even a bar. It's not even a full field. It's just this little green thing on the top. And as plays are ran, the arrow will stretch across that little green strip. Yeah, kind of. And then the play, there's a part where it shows you the play, and it takes up a huge chunk. It's just the play. It looks like a play card, you know, where you got circles with numbers of the players and then the routes they're running. But it doesn't, no players, no movement, no nothing. It just shows you the play. And then on the side, it's got these weird white line, I don't know, are they supposed to be hash marks or 5-yard mark? I don't know what the heck they're supposed to be. It just looks like it almost looks like it was a lined grid that when he stuck the image in for the play, it just overwrote the lines. That's what it looked like. It's just like they put no effort into the simulation. The simulation, again, this is one of the problems I see with all these general management games where the simulation is like secondary. It's behind the scenes. They don't care how it displays. Most people will just look at it and go, I'm clicking onward. And then I watched no, same guy, never mind. I was watching another guy, but he was the one who was saying that he ran it. And I was like, dude, I don't blame you for wanting simulating through all those games. They're terrible. I mean, there's nothing to, yeah. I was like, none of the GM games care about the simulation. So I thought, well, maybe there's somebody who's gone the other direction where they started with the simulation. And then I thought, okay, so mine is different. It's going to be different. It's going to be more middle of the road. I'm not going to have as much GM stuff, but I'll have a lot, but I won't have as much. It'll have a better sim, but it won't be as good as like Madden, which is an okay sim. It's an okay gameplay. I don't know how good it is to sim. So mine is going to be kind of in the middle, but then on top of it, mine is a fantasy themed one, right? Because I think the football players on a lot of these games are, I mean, if they're not real players, what's the point? So you might as well have some fun with it. So anyway, I was like, but has someone else take the tact of creating a football game that doesn't use humans, that just plays with different things? There was one called Mutant Football, but that's like, it's football-ish. You got all these monsters and stuff, but they have crazy abilities. It's more like Blood Bowl. It's about beating the snot out of the other teams. It's not football in the same way. But I was like looking at it going, see, all these people have managed to make smooth running simulations. There's a lot of them out there. So I know it's possible. I think humans are harder. It must be, because all the ones with non-humans look pretty cool. And yeah, well, it's a cool idea for solo dev, if a solo dev can get it done. If you're referring to my game, I don't know how. I might be reaching. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I can do. So there's a lot of I don't knows in this. I didn't know how to use Go or React or Copilot or any of the AIs or any of this stuff. Mongo database, React, or Docker, Ngrok. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff when I started. And that was only, was it 55 days ago? 56 days ago, according to my day counter. It was more than that in actual time, but I've been trying to count the actual days spent on the game. So, actual days programming. It might be closer to 60, because there's probably been a few extra days I didn't count. Because usually, even when oh yeah. I don't know if it's a solo dev though. Are they? I don't know if they're solo dev. Yeah. Front Office Football 9. That might actually be a solo dev. The reason I say that is because they kept referring to one person's name on the like chat thread about it. But the Mutant Football, I don't know if that's a solo one or not. Some of the GM ones are solo devs. Well, it's because it's, with the solo dev project, numbers are easy. I mean, if you're good at math, numbers are easy. Laying it out, putting text down, it's ugly. That's what I said. I'm trying to avoid ugly. I want it to be visually appealing in some way. So that's why I'm trying to go with a different approach. But they just throw, lists and tables, and there's menu bars and tabs everywhere. And it's math, though. It's easy. It's just trying to figure out how to get all that in there and laying it out. And yeah, I get it for all that stuff they're putting in there, but it is just numbers, and it's just list pages and a tab if you need more space, and lots of buttons on the side. And it's just numbers, though. Not a lot of complex. I don't think visually there's a lot of complexity to the programming. It's very basic in that sense. But anytime you start putting graphics into a game, like real graphics, things can get kind of hairy. And that's why I'm not sure how long this will take to do. And I figure I can always add more stuff. But I don't know how many graphics games out there are solo devs. There's a few, because there's been some guys that, if you look on YouTube, if you go look at like solo dev projects, game projects, there's been a couple of guys. Did you know? One of the most famous ones is what is it? Starts with an S. Smallville? No. Somethingville. So, uh, I don't know. What is that? It just came out not that long ago. Anyway, you go around building up your town and your house and you can go out and do some fighting and stuff. That guy, one guy wrote that whole thing, and it sold bajillions. Gosh, what is the name of that? I want to say like. Oh, Valley. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley. It's not a ville. It's a valley. That's the one I'm thinking of. You don't play the Ville games? Yeah, I've never played it either. It's not my kind of game, but it's a pretty popular game. Alright, so what did I do wrong here? So I was gonna go do this. I clicked and got an error, and we're still getting an error, so we're still not looking right. What did it say I did wrong? Oh yeah, I had to put this. I did put this in there. Probably have to build it again and stop this. Get formations handler. Alright. Oh, I don't actually have a get formations handler. Okay, so that will need to be restarted probably. And how do I stop a single? I guess that's a problem. Cannot find main module. Oh. CD playbook. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, CD PFFM go MS playbook. Go build dot. Then, whew, it's fighting. My code on Roblox and make thousands of what, dollars? I don't know, thousands of what? What are you coding on Roblox? Isn't Roblox just another game? Didn't they do like, didn't somebody create a out of Minecraft or something? Somebody created a Minecraft computer using Minecraft within the world of Minecraft. Well, I talk about people just have too much time on their hands, man. I think I'm going to have to stop this because I don't think this is going to work until I... Guess that is one problem with starting up all my services as one whole thing. Oh, wait, what? Something blew up. Expected package found in a file. Oh, something went wrong. What is this? Consult.go. What? Oh, why is it complaining about a thing that's not even here? That's not even in this code. Yeah, I think I heard of Roblox, but I've never played with it. Your game died quick. Well, hey, if you can make money, man, people, I guess if you can make money at it, I suppose it's worth it. If you can make thousands a month, that'd be better. Thousands a year, not as useful. Hey, by the way, so I don't know if I mentioned to you before, but I did my first ever play last weekend? No, the weekend before last. I was in a play. I decided to try out for a play, and it was Midsummer's Night Dream, and I was Edgius. I was the dad that basically instigated the entire play. That's how it went, and it was my first ever attempt at doing anything like acting. I've never ever tried anything like that, but I've been watching some movies, got it in my head. I go, I can do that. I bet I can do that. So maybe I'll take a class, an acting class. So I looked online, and I said, who's doing classes? And then I saw open tryouts for this play. And I'm like, oh, open auditions, I mean. And I was like, I have no idea how to do an audition. I don't even know what I would do. So I looked, guess who I asked? Guess. Bet you'll never guess. No, I asked Copilot, not ChatGPT. But Copilot goes, oh, all you need to do is this, and this. And I'm like, and it says, good luck. Oh, yeah, now you say Copilot. Sure. No, I put it in there, and so all right. So it told me you need to have you need to do a monologue, and you need to it needs to be about this long, and you need to do this. I said, all right, let's go for it. So I wrote it. I signed up. I went online, signed up for the audition, went down there. This is a small little studio, by the way. This is not like a big production, $100,000. There's no money being paid. This is just a small little studio. It's a free thing. I didn't have to pay them, so that's a good thing. we'll call it a semi-pro thing. Sure. I believe you, man. I believe you. No, really, I do. Anyway, so I went down there, did it. I got the part. And I tried out for that part specifically because I never acted before, and I didn't know if I could do a more serious, more meaty part. This one had one monologue and a couple of small pieces throughout the play, and that was it. And so I wasn't even in it. I mean, the play's an hour 45 minutes long, between an hour 30 to 45 minutes long. I was only in the play for like 3 minutes, maybe, and that might have been generous. About 2 minutes for my first monologue and a couple of little 30-second stints. Maybe I was in for 3 minutes. I don't know, but it wasn't very long. And we did the play finally. It was 3 months of rehearsals. We did the play. We had 3 shows because one got canceled. We had 4 planned, but one got canceled. And so we had 3. The first and third one went great. I don't want to talk about the second one. Second one, let's just say I want to forget it as well as I forgot my lines. Seriously, man, I was up there and my brain just went, nope, I'm taking the rest of the night off. And I was like, I didn't know what to do. I just lost it. And I just froze, and I was like, I don't know what happened. My major monologue just totally hosed. Now, I did manage to get my other chunks. I did manage to get my other pieces done throughout the play, the other 2 or 3 different little things. And my castmates kind of managed to pick up the body as I lie dead in the middle. No, I mean, I just literally they figured it out. We got through. It was the end, and people in the audience knew I forgot my lines because I lost it. I was literally worthless. But I was like, dude, what happened, man? I don't know what it was. I think I really actually got, and then I got in my head, right? So I was all freaked out. I had one more show to do, and I was like, oh no, this can't happen again. Can't happen again. So I talked to the director guy. I go, all right, what tips have you got for a new guy who's never had that happen? He goes, first of all, everybody, it's happened to everybody. They've, in a play, everybody's ever done a play, it's happened to them. And he said, just all you can do is shake it off. Don't think about it. Go over your lines once or twice more. Don't overanalyze. Just let it go. And I'm like, I don't know if that helps, but okay. So I just went over it, ran it over in my head right before he went out. I went out there, I was fine. I got through it. I actually, I hesitated for a moment, almost thinking I was in trouble, but then I kept going. I mean, I got it back, and nope, it wasn't like the kind of hesitation. It was like a between line hesitation where people just think you're pausing because that's what you do. All this is leading up to the following Friday, which was last Friday, was the tryouts for another play. Same company. They're just doing their spring play instead of the winter one. And they're doing a night at the House on Haunted Hill. Or the House on Haunted Hill or something like that. It's an old Vincent Price movie. I don't know if you know who Vincent Price is, but he was a classic horror movie kind of guy in the past. His last movie, I think, was Edward Scissorhands. He was the dad who made Edward Scissorhands. But that was like his last movie, I think. I think he passed away after that. But he also was the voice in Thriller, by the way. The guy who recites the 40,000 years or whatever, the whole thing. Grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. That whole bit from Thriller. That was Vincent Price. Anyway, classic dude. And I was like, I want to do Vincent Price's part. So, now granted, I'm not Vincent Price. He's got a different, but I wanted to be able to do something that had that same air of kind of mystery, kind of scary kind of thing. And I practiced my monologue for a couple of weeks before because I knew it was coming. I went down there, got it, man. I'm going to be Vincent Price. Wow, Frederick Lauren is the character, but I officially got the part today. So I get to be Vincent Price in a play this, I don't even know when the play is. Probably May or June, something like that. I am getting more comfortable with the whole standing in front of the audience thing. That it's different, like streaming got me into my first one. I'm getting used to just talking to the general and not worrying about so much about what people like a Disky 800 are thinking on the other side. But you get used to, at first, when I first started streaming, I didn't like talking. I was like, I got to speak up. I got to get myself to talk more, get louder, say things. I'd get quiet a lot. I wouldn't keep talking. That's not ideal streaming, right? So you got to keep going. So you just eventually start coming up with ways to entertain yourself while you're streaming. And so what I want to do, in fact, what I want to do is I'm going to do my edgiest monologue on a TikTok or something. I just want to have them for records. I'm going to do one. I'm going to do it either TikTok or Instagram, or maybe I'll just do a YouTube short. Either way, I'm going to do my edgiest, and then I'm going to do the monologue I did for A House on Haunted Hill. Plus, I might do a couple other monologues. I'm thinking about starting to put those out on my. I don't know what channel it's going to be on though. Probably Active Mind Gamer. Just because. Why? I don't have another channel that I'm not going to start another channel, and this one probably isn't the one. So, probably Active Mind Gamer. but I'll probably put some of those out there. If I put it as a YouTube short, on TikTok, what is my? I don't even know what to be honest, I don't even know what my TikTok ID is. I can't even give my TikTok to anybody. What's your TikTok? I don't know. It's just a thing with a name. I don't know. Something. I don't know. I actually, I went with an accent. And people liked my accent. Now, I don't know if the director had me do the same monologue while we were there during the callbacks. He had me do the same monologue, but he said, don't do it with an accent. I want to hear you do some other options. So I tried to come up with some other ideas, and he was okay. He said, yeah, those were pretty good. So I don't know if he liked my accent, but a lot of people there liked my accent. I liked it. I think it was cool. I think it fit the part. I think it's. I'm not real big. I'm not real big on the future actor. I'm a little. I think my chance at being an actor full time is probably pretty much gone out the window. Plus, you got to remember, small thing. I mean, I probably had. There was only 7 people cast for this play, not counting extras. Primary people. There's only 7 primary people, and there was only like maybe I want to say 16 people who tried out for the play. So that my competition wasn't in mass. There's a couple of people who are pretty good. In fact, the girl I think that he paired me with, because she's the wife of the character, which apparently they don't like each other very much. She's really good actor. I don't know how old she is, but I'll tell you what, everybody there. Everybody there. Even the adults are younger than me. So I'm the old guy. It's like I hate saying it. I hate saying I'm the old guy. Let's just say I'm the not as young guy. I'm the maximum youngest. Maximum youngest? The senior young person there. So there is a play at the end of the month. Not a play, but it's called the Village Theater, and I'm thinking I want to try out for it. The 28th is the auditions. Thing is, I haven't got a headshot. They want things like a headshot and a resume. My resume will have exactly one thing on it for acting, but 2, I guess I can say I'm in this play. Senior, I'm the senior youth there. Senior young person, but yeah, no. I want to try this other play, because that one, if I were to get in, I don't even know what the part is. They're generals, they call them. So they do these general auditions at the end of the month, and then if they want you, they call you back to actually come and be in one of their plays. So I have to sign up. Figure out how the heck to get a headshot. I know no idea how to do a headshot. I have no money, so I can't afford to pay for one. So there's that. And then I'm gonna go and then I hopefully can go do this audition. If I get a part, any part. Well, if it's a lead, it's a little bit better, but any part in a play, they actually pay you for that one. $900 a week. Well, $880. That would be cool to actually go get an acting job where I actually got paid. So that would be cool. It's not very good pay, but it's better than DoorDash is paying me. That's for sure. I mean, I'd still have to find another job, but heck, I'll take $900 a week. But if you get you get paid by the week. But the thing is, if a play actually happens, if you get into a play and it actually happens, we're not talking 4 showings. We're talking like a month of showings. And they're like 15, 20 miles apart. So you're like doing it, you're like commuting here to go do a show and here to do a show. So you got like 2. That's some serious experience, but boy, I think, I don't know. I think I could do it, but I I'm a little, we'll call it a little shell shocked in the way that one play went. That one where I just froze, and I'm like, I gotta make sure that doesn't happen again. I think it's just comfort. You gotta do it enough times. I feel like it's just like streaming. It was like my second time doing a show, and I think I was just kind of got in my own head a little bit. But it's fun. It's fun. It'd be cool to be able to get another one. My parents made it to the first one, which is good, and they thought I did a pretty good job. But then again, my part was very small. Unfortunately for me, a good chunk of my family went to the second show. Oh, God. That was so bad. And I'm like, honestly, I know my lines. God, so bad. My wife, two of my kids were there. they were all like, they were good. I mean, they didn't even say anything, you know. None of them said anything mean or even had any negative comment to say, but it was in my head, so it didn't matter. Yeah, ouch is right. Oh well. I kind of wanted somebody to go to the next one. They're only $10 a person to the show, right? To go to the show. It was cheap. Like I said, it's a small studio, not a big deal. But it was, in fact, there's only room in the studio for like 50 people in the audience. It wasn't a huge audience. So, if I do this Village Theater one though, I think that one gets like hundreds of people in the audience. Easily 200 or 300, I'd imagine. I don't know. I don't know how big the stages are that they do, but still, it'd be really cool. I definitely would want to try it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get a headshot. I have no idea how to do that. I was looking online how to make one, but I'm going to end up making a headshot with a phone. Set it up, put some lights up, stand in front of my fireplace over here, and just take 1,000 photos to see if any of them come out good. My best suave look. Or my, I don't have another look. I have my normal streamer look. I laugh at myself because no one else wants to laugh with me. They just laugh at me. That's all right. You gotta have fun, man. It's all gotta be for fun. I just gotta be able to see if I can even sign up. If I can get myself signed up, I think I'll be all right. What I'm thinking is I won't have to do too much. I'll just do like my monologue. Because for one thing, with the Village Theater audition, they want you to prepare two kind of opposite monologues. 1 minute long. 1 minute. That's like, I don't know, that's maybe half of the monologue that I did for this last tryout. Which I think was like 3 minutes, something like that. But it's just, and then I have to do another one. I'm thinking I want to try a comedy monologue. I don't know. I don't know if I could do a comedy. I can't find a comedy monologue that I think is funny. It's like, it's got to be funny to me. If it ain't funny to me, how am I going to make it funny to someone else? I don't know. I'm one of those guys that I don't mind. I don't do physical comedy, I don't think. I don't think I'm a physical kind of guy, you know. I'm more of a straight line comedy guy, you know, like a Abbott or like Sylvester Stallone or The Rock or somebody like that trying to do comedy. You know, they're not physical comedians. They're more like, you know, facial expressions or words. You know, they do comedic lines. They might do some stuff, but it's not physical comedy. Acting goofy. I mean, really, like The Rock, when he does comedy, it's not. I mean, it's mostly words with a couple of whatever he does with his eyeball thing that he does, where he makes one eyebrow jump over the top of his head. I don't know. He's bumping his chest, showing off his muscles, but his comedy is very tough guy, very straight kind of comedy. He's no Gene Wilder, or I can't even think of a physical comedian right now. My brain, a modern one. Who's a modern physical comedian? Most of them are pretty straight guys. It's like Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder. Some of those guys from the 80s and 70s were physical comedians, and of course you think about the slapstick guys like the Stooges and stuff, but that's not comedy. Kevin Hart, you're right. He's a physical comedian. He's a goofy physical comedian kind of guy. That's true. But and then there's Eddie Murphy, right? When he was doing his comedian, he's not a physical comedian. He delivers lines. He's a comedic, dialogue kind of guy. He's not a physical comedian. He does sometimes a little bit. I mean, he's had some scenes. I mean, I know Trading Places, he was doing a little bit of physical comedy in there, but it's not really his thing. But yeah, Kevin Hart is probably about the closest they get. There's a few others out there. I just can't think of them right now. Anyway, I'd like to try to do a funny dialogue. The thing is, I have a problem with modern comedies. They are not funny. The thing is, they all rely so much on crass humor, sexual poop, potty humor kind of stuff. And that's like, and of course foul language. That's what the whole thing is. And it's like, I don't find that stuff funny. I don't understand why it's thought that has to be used to be funny. To me, that makes it worse. I think, it's like, I think you take what could be funny and you make it less funny by adding all that junk in there. That's why I like there's a number of comedians that do a pretty good job with clean comedy that just is funny to listen to, and those are the guys that are truly talented. If you're family friendly comedian, that's talent, because you don't need to try to shock people with your ability to talk about things that nobody else wants to talk about, or say words that no one else wants to say, and you're relying on that shock value to add comedy. Doesn't work for me anyway. But those that can just be funny and actually say things that are entertaining. There's a few guys out there that can do it. I think Tim Allen is pretty good with that. I'm just thinking of guys that may or may not be all that current, but let's see, Tim Allen. Oh, what's his name? He's kind of he's got white hair. He's done a lot of Netflix shows recently. Can't remember his name. He talks kind of slow. He's always talking about his family. He's pretty funny. He keeps his stuff pretty clean too. Who else? Of course, up until 10 years ago, Bill Cosby was well liked. So that went downhill fast, didn't it? Okay, I know. I'm totally distracted. I'm just clicking around on stuff because I'm talking about stuff. And now I have no idea what I'm doing. How time is it? Oh, I got 9 minutes to see if I can get this formations to load. All right, let's get the formations loading. Let's see if I can do this here. So I got that running. This probably is not ready to work. What did it do? Nothing? Oh. Wait, did I totally not start this? Oh, did that end? Oops. Why is that even a thing? I didn't know it was going to shut down on me. What did I... Oh, shoot. Picked the wrong one. Dang it. No! No, wrong one. I have too many things open. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah. Is that my problem? Did I try to start it in 2 places? Duh. Alright, this is why you shouldn't have things running on all your machines. Ah. Are we going to start or are we going to have an error? I think we're going to have an error. I don't know why it errors on that service. Whoa. Started successfully. Packaged. How come? Definitely getting a problem. What's this? Consult.go isn't even loaded. Why is it trying to... Why is it trying to run that? It must just be a compile error. Oh, thing. Now I'm starting to rush myself. Let's see, where's consult.go? That's going to be over here in game plan. Saying game plan or playbook? I think it's game plan. Oh, I don't even have anything in there. Sheesh. It's like empty. Can I just do that? Do I have to actually have code in there? I don't think I have anything to put in there yet. I mean, I will. I have a plan for it. I just haven't got code. I haven't got. I'm not to that part yet. I just want it to load up my other services. Why are you doing that? Game plan. It's the only one that loaded. Okay, how come one is loading? Oh, are these already running? Alright. Yeah, I must already have stuff running. That's throwing me off, man. Ah, that's a problem. I have too many things running. everything's firing. All right, let's try that again. Go run dot. So when it happens when you have like four areas opened and they're all trying to run the same code. Don't do that. Okay, now everybody's running. Now let's see what error I get. Same error. Actually, it's not the same error. Okay, actually, that just looks like plain old syntax problems there. That could just be me not knowing what I'm doing here. All right, let's go to the web. And then we will go to, where is that? Coach. And we will check out the play editor. And oh yeah, that's definitely got to be wrong. Just like I know that's not what it's supposed to be. Fetch formations. So the formations set formations. Set formations. Alright, something's weird here. Alright, what's the problem? Set formations is not defined. What is set formations supposed to do? It's supposed to have a comma right here. That's what that's supposed to do. And I don't want this up there. That's silly. Woohoo! Alright, we got my play showing again. It's just the field. It's just the field I'm going to be using to write down, to set up the plays. And the formations are loaded. I just don't know where the heck what I'm doing with them yet. So if I click on any of these, does it do anything? Select formation. Aha! Well, as you can see, it's not pretty, but there's stuff there. That's, you know, first things first. Formations map is not a function. Okay, so formations map. That's probably happening in the formations.jsx, right? That's what it says. Formations.jsx. It's going to be in the playbook. Yes, Ken, that's where it's going to be. Maybe. Oh no, it's in the coach. Oh, but wait, that's a component. Formations. Okay. All right, so we got 27. Okay, so what is this function? Formation selector. Okay, so this is supposed to be a drop-down list. And it's supposed to go through all the formations that I have. And so we are calling formation selector. What doesn't it like? It's not liking the formations.map. The formation goes in there, so the formations. Am I not passing the formations? Or maybe it's not reading them correctly. Could be bad layout of the returned formations. Which could be, because I have no idea what the layout is. because I don't remember. That was so many weeks ago. That was like 3 weeks ago. Way back before I did all my infrastructure. Time is it? 10:02. 10:02 sif. Indicates formations, prop pass to formation selector component is not an array. Well, that would fix it, but I'm more concerned that it's not an array. I can do the check, yay. But I'm more concerned that it didn't actually pass it. Because I think we are doing the playbook.jsx, no, play editor, probably. Play editor, fetch formation. And then what is it? Where am I calling? Where am I calling this? Formation selector. Where is that? Oh, it is here. All right. Formations equals. Do I have any? It is running. Shouldn't there be? Let's put a break in here. Oh, that's right. That's weird. Nope. What is my password? Where is the password? Okay, there we go. I had to get my debugger running. Okay, so we know that that's where am I? On the login. That is not where I expected to find myself right now. We don't need that. Whoa. Why did that blow? Wait, what? Cannot read source map. What? I don't know what all those errors are, but they don't look good. Pre-prod user avatar PNG. Oh, just warnings? Are they just warnings? Huh. It is kind of funky. I should probably try to fix that too. But again, I got image issues. I get it. I got image problems. All right, so let's go here. Oh, got over here. What does my data look like? Oh, that's definitely an array. Yep, that's a very much of an array. But here's going to be the fun part. So here's one of the things I want to do with my formation. I want to have, this is going to be weird. I don't know if it's going to be possible. Copilot says it's possible. I want to lay out my formations in a grid in my drop-down box, so that when you select the drop-down box, it shows you the formations the way they're supposed to look. Now, maybe I asked the question wrong, but Copilot says it's possible. So, is Copilot right? I don't know. I mean, I think it's possible, but it's going to be a drop-down box with formations in it. And I'm not totally sure how that's going to work, to be honest. But that said, I do have an array of data here. So the question is, so formations is getting set. So the problem is when I go into formations, which is over here somewhere. Yeah, Copilot hasn't let me down too many times as far as being wrong about the possibilities. What is this thing and why is it in my face? Oh, that's my debugger. Oh, okay. I don't know where formations went, but they're gone. Fine, go over here. Formations. Formations. Formations, okay. Now we're going to put a break in here, I guess. Man, how many things do I have? Oh, have I not loaded it yet? Oh, okay. Alright, so oh, is the problem... Nope, that's not the problem. Where is... Okay. So... Oh, so that should be 0. It should be a formation there. Yeah. We're gonna err in a minute here. I'm just trying to get down to that spot. Are we in? I hate when we go into the DOM. I don't know how to get it to stop going in the DOM. The DOM, damn DOM. DOM, damn, dummity, dum dum. All right. Oh God, where did it go? I don't want to be in here. What else we got here? Where did my formations go again? It disappeared. Is it like closing itself? Freaking A, man. There it is. Okay. There's definitely a value there. So it doesn't, because if I go here and read this, so why won't it map? Or is it just me? Gosh dang it. Why do you do that? All right, so I don't understand why this goes into there and then formations is gone. It's like it just doesn't, like it just closes it. Getting formations .map is not a function, and even though it is clearly an array. So what? Is it possible? Maybe formations is not, but I need, oh, you know, no worries, man. AFK's fine. I got to be signing off pretty soon. It's 10:15. I'm getting tired. I'm tired. I've been tired for an hour now, but you know what I think? I think formations might need to be an item within formations. It doesn't seem right though. Formations. All right, let's go. Oh, go. So we know. Can I do a run to cursor? Step into run to cursor. No, the cursor's here. Run to cursor. Okay. So I have one item. So I have one item in my is that one formation? And these are all the positions in the formation. I have more formations than that. There should be way more than that. Oops. That's like one. There should be like all of them. I have a whole... Pretty sure I've got like... Full house. Those are the grid positions of the players in the formation. Full house. Could have swore I had more than that though. Yeah, see, I have a whole bunch of them. How come it's only returning one? Do I have... Which one is full house? The last one. So I need, first of all, I need to get it to return all of them, not just one, and then I need to load it. I think I'm going to call it for tonight, guys. It's 10:20. I think tomorrow I'll get this loading, and then I got to clean up my layout so I can push things back onto my scroll here and move my playbook to the right a little bit. Left a little bit. Then let's see, I'll get my formations loading, hopefully in a nice looking drop down box of some kind that I can select a formation. The idea is that I'll select a formation and then put it on the play field with all of the players. Then I got to figure out how to start assigning routes, which I will define and have to set those grid positions. I've got a whole strategy on that. I think I even have some of the layout for that set up. But I got to get it laid out so I can click and set things in their places, and then it's probably going to take a little bit of time. But if I can get the playbook working, I can start adding a few plays to my... I don't need many, but I want it to be able to give me the ability to create some. And then I will have 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever plays that I can then create a game plan. So I'll have to go fix my game plan screen to allow me to put in plays and put in losing scores. Right now it won't let me put in a negative for my leading by, which, yeah. I could change that to point differential. I don't like the way a lot of these game managers use like 1, 2, and 3 character things because they have so much stats. There's a bajillion stats, and it's like, how do they even... I mean, they have to squeeze them into tiny 1 or 2 or 3 characters, right? Just to look good. But everybody's doing the same way. Not me. I'm different. I'm going to do it my way. Till next time, God bless.